Not wanting to think about death, not wanting to even consider making the plans is pretty common. We see that a lot. It's not as exciting as buying a new home, buying a new car, the type of things you may do several times in your life, but with this, ideally you only do it once. The flip side of that is when we see a family who is dealing with a sudden death, or maybe not so sudden, but there were no arrangements made. It's an awful time to have to consider all of the questions and all of the details necessary to plan a loved one's funeral and their cemetery arrangements. And I've had people come to me after the fact and say they'll never do that again. They're going to make those arrangements. First and foremost, we're a Catholic cemetery. The Christian church has a long history of respect for the body. This body that was the temple of the Holy Spirit on earth and worthy of respect is deserving of that same respect even after the soul has left. We as Catholics believe that our bodies will be reunited with our soul in heaven at some point. We work closely with the funeral homes once a death has occurred. In the meantime, we offer the location. We have niches for cremations, we have crypts for full body entombment, and we have the traditional ground burial. In addition to that, there are funeral rites in the Catholic Church, the Christian funeral rites, which begin at the service called a vigil. And then it goes on to the Mass. The Mass is offered for the soul of that deceased person. And then followed by interment at the cemetery, which is the committal rite, where we do the priest or deacon does a final committal service, committing that person's bodily remains to the ground or to the cemetery. There's a push in the secular society to come up with creative ways to distribute a loved one's cremated remains. And much of it is based in the emotional side of grief. However, the church recognizes that the cremated remains are still the body. It's a different form, but still the body and deserving of respect and deserving of a final resting place. And so they do not condone the keeping them at home or distributing them in various forms amongst the family. And we offer masses here for the prayers for the soul of those deceased. We welcome the families to join us on a monthly basis. Twice a year, our bishop comes down and offers a Memorial Day Mass and an All Souls Day Mass. So there's a lot of ministering to the families, corporal and spiritual works of mercy. There are the work of mercy of burying the dead, but there's also ministering to the family that's left behind, those who mourn, and that's part of what we offer here. We reach out to the Catholic community to remind them of the importance of this location. However, if somebody who's not Catholic comes to us in their time of need, we will minister to them. The church has always ministered to people of all faiths in whatever regard. We're available by phone 6 days a week at 561-793-0711 and our website, www.ourqueen.org. It's newly redesigned and offers a lot of information from videos to Q&As to different documents to help remind a person of the different details involved in selecting a final resting place or making those final plans for your family. Once you've done all of that or prior to, at any point you can come in here on your own and visit the grounds, walk around, spend some time. It is a very prayerful setting. There's places to sit and reflect. And when you're ready, contact our office and speak to one of our advisors. They'll walk you through every step of the way and provide details, the different options you have as you make these plans for you or your loved ones.